Once again, hello, Jacob Little. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Darren. How about you?
I'm great. I think your set looks a little better than mine. I think your curtains are a little fuller than
Just a little
mine.
bit
So
late.
good job. Maybe you should be doing the interview, dude. I know
Yeah,
you're
yeah, thank
certainly
you.
smart enough. Our Pixelcast Media Scholar Athlete of the Week. Congratulations on that. 4 year starter on the soccer team for Central, team captain, top 5% of your class. You're really doing well. Let's
Thank
talk
you.
about how you got into this whole crazy soccer business, man. Did you play since you were like knee high?
No, I started around 10 for a club team up in Amarillo.
Oh, really? It seems like kids are starting soccer really, really early these days, like 6 years
Yeah,
old. Um, and my
I
theory
got
on that is because if you're not very good when you're young, like I wasn't even good at it. You can avoid the action and just kind of be on the outskirts of where the action is, and
yeah.
maybe the ball comes to you, you kick it away, and you act like you're doing something. That was about the
hmm
extent of my soccer career. Obviously, you're better than that. Team captain, and you are a keeper. You are a goalkeeper, and that requires
Yes,
a
sir.
very special set of skills. When did you start being a keeper? Have you been a keeper all the way through your high school and an earlier career, or is it something that you decided you were good at, or the coach decided you were good at later on?
No, I played goalkeeper since I was about 12, so it's been my position for most of my soccer career.
But you didn't start out at age 10 as the keeper, did you? Did you play a bunch
No,
of different?
I was trying to find my way around, but old coach of mine put me in keeper and kind of fell in love with it.
Well, I know Coach Vu has a lot of great things to say about you being a team leader. You've been on the team for 4 years. That requires a lot. When did you know that soccer was going to be your thing? Did you always know, or did, as you got older, think, I think this is going to be my specialty. This is what I'm going to do?
I'd always liked watching it on TV, so I kind of knew that this was kind of the route I was going to take, and it was solidified in high school.
So you've been a soccer fan as far as watching it for a long time too, huh?
Yes, sir. Just
So
took
what
me a
games
little
do
bit
you
to
watch? Do you watch the
the Premier
European
League.
League or the
Yes,
American leagues? What are some of your favorite teams, Jacob?
Man United is my favorite team over in the Premier League for England.
Oh yeah. Can you bend it like Beckham, as they say?
No, not quite. My
Is
shot's
Beckham
not
one of
that.
your? But hey, you're a keeper. You don't have to worry about that, right?
Yeah.
So, who are some of your other idols and favorite teams that you grew up watching that you wanted to be like?
At first, I want to be like Messi as a striker, but then as I started getting into goalkeeping, it was Tim Howard and De Gea.
Messi plays for Barcelona, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, I know a little something. I
Yeah.
know about Chelsea and Arsenal. That's a rivalry, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I've decided I'm on Chelsea's side, even though that doesn't really matter. I just decided I would join sides. So
Makes sense.
what's going on this year with soccer? I know we're going to be covering some of y'all's games, and we're looking forward to that. How's the team looking for this, which will be your final year as a Bobcat soccer player?
It took us a little while to get the chemistry going, but we're starting to play more as a team now.
And that requires a lot of coordination to play as a team because I've found covering soccer games, nobody holds the ball for very long. Everybody has to
No.
be in the right place at the right time to execute the game plan. If somebody's out of place, it can cause a lot of problems, right?
Yes, can.
Um, so Coach Vu says that you're a team leader. Uh, as a captain, do you feel like you have to kind of be part-time coach too to some of the younger players?
Sometimes, like with helping them with technical aspects, but a lot of our team is really mature, so it's not too bad.
So, what are some of the technical aspects that you believe a young soccer player should work on when they're first starting out if they want to be good at it?
Just working on their like first touch and awareness of the field is mainly what I see.
So, first touch, the first time you get the ball, and who to go to,
Yes,
be aware of who's open and who can get it down the pitch fast enough, that kind of thing.
yes, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your academics. We know you're good at soccer, but how in the world can you be good at a sport and be a leader and be a 4 year starter, all that kind of stuff, and then be good at school? You're in the top 5% of your class, it says here, ranked in the top
Yes, sir.
5% of 2022 class. Wow.
Mhm.
Do you have like a designated routine for studying?
No, not really. I just try to make sure I get it all done in time. I'm not super organized.
Really? Man, that's
Yeah,
amazing, though. It really is. I find that a lot of smart kids like you say that, like, I don't have a routine. I just kind of, get it done. And really,
yeah,
I would imagine a lot of hours you're working on school, though, even if you don't have a certain time, right?
yes, it is.
So, what are you good at academically besides everything? What's your favorite thing academically that you would like to study, maybe in the future and learn more about? Is there a particular subject that's your favorite?
I like the science and math based things, but I've started getting into the foreign languages. I'm taking a Russian class at ASU right now.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome, man. Are you
thank you.
learning? Can you say some phrases and things?
Not off the top of my head right now.
Now, I had a friend that could speak Russian, and he would just blow people's minds and tell them he was from Azerbaijan or Dagestan or something. It was quite comical. So maybe you can
Yeah,
do that someday. Do you have to put
yeah,
on the accent when you speak Russian? Like when you say the words, you have to say it with the accent to make it sound authentic.
yeah. I try, but there's still that tinge of Texan accent in there.
Yeah, the Russian and Texan probably is pretty comical to someone from Russia, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Um, have you ever been to any soccer games abroad in somewhere other than the U.S.?
No, I haven't. I've watched some international games over in Dallas, but
Mm-hmm.
nowhere out of the country.
So, is that something you'd like to do? Maybe go see Manchester United, or Real
Yes.
Madrid, or Barcelona? You'd like to go see them in person?
Yeah, definitely.
Boy, I hear it gets pretty darn rowdy at times.
Very passionate fans over
Yes,
there.
sir. So, you say that you like math and science based things, aside from
Yes,
learning Russian and wanting to get into different languages. Um, do you think that math and being good at that has helped you in soccer? Not because maybe the Pythagorean theorem may not have anything to do with what you're doing, but do you think it helps you solve problems? Because you'll be using those tools to solve problems in other areas. Do you think math has helped you in that way?
definitely, definitely with seeing patterns on the field, I think has helped me.
Yeah, because everything is math. I don't quite understand it, but that's what I hear anyway.
Yeah,
But it gives you problem solving skills, as does soccer. So, in the future, this is your senior year. You'll be a Bobcat well, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat. But
yeah.
after you finish and you graduate, you have the grades. Of course, you have the athletic prowess. Do you want to go to college? It mentions here that you want to study abroad. Do you want to go to college and study abroad in the summer, or how do you want to do that?
No, I think I'm going to go to York, England to study
Mm.
sports and exercise therapy and play
Oh,
soccer
wow.
there. Yeah,
That would be a lot of fun, man. That's a huge adventure, and it's really cool to hear that you want to do that. Because when you're young, man, you can do all kinds of stuff. What are some other
yeah.
countries you'd like to visit if you study abroad or just travel abroad? Or is there anywhere else you'd like to see in particular?
I really like the northern countries like Iceland and Norway.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know somebody that went to Norway and said it was great. So
Yeah,
yeah. Um, let's see. Where else is? I guess Spain would be a hotbed for soccer too. They have some pretty crazy fans, like Barcelona. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, the world is your oyster, man. It really
Yes,
is.
sir.
But
Thank you.
studying in England, I think you're going to probably, from what I hear, the food is going to be a bit different over there.
Yeah, not as much barbecue over there, I imagine.
Yeah, and they put mayonnaise on the French fries.
Yeah.
I don't know if they offer you ketchup or not, but yeah, and it lacks spice. But hey, you're going to be
hmm
staying in shape anyway. For soccer, um, how do you stay in shape for soccer? What's your routine? Because it doesn't involve running like 4 miles at a time at a pace. It involves running really fast for short periods of time. How do you
Yeah.
prepare for that?
I do a lot of weightlifting. My sister is a personal trainer, So
Oh,
fitness has always been really big in our family. So exercising with soccer and outside of it has been really important to me.
cool. So do you do when you lift weights? Do you lift lighter weights and do higher reps, or do you like to lift the big stuff and do the lower reps?
Lighter weight to work on my muscle endurance for games.
And do you lift weights and then like run a sprint or something for your cardio? How do you do your cardio?
A lot of stairmaster, working on
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's tough, man.
controlling
Your
my
legs
breathing and all that. Yeah.
burning. Is there any fear? I mean, obviously you're pretty fearless if you're a goalkeeper, but you know, there were times I watched the game and I don't know somebody scored. It happens so fast. They're like near the goal, then bam, somebody scores. Uh,
hmm
is there any fear at that ball coming so fast and you have to get in the way of it?
No, not really. Initially there was, but I think just over the years you kind of get used to throwing yourself in front of it.
Have you ever been smacked in the face by a ball? That's probably a dumb question, but yeah, have you ever gotten clear
Yeah, lots of
smacked?
times. Yeah,
Man.
more than I would like to say.
They won't let you wear a face mask, or that probably would mess up your vision for the ball.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, that's quite a thing. I was watching a game with a British announcer, and the one of the teams scored, and the guy said, "And the goalkeeper looks on in disgust." Have you ever looked on in disgust after the other team scored?
No, not really. My old keeper coach always instilled like not reacting to the goals, so that's been pretty common for me.
Okay, so he told you if somebody else scores, no matter how frustrated you are that maybe you missed it, or something went wrong, you just stone faced. Doesn't bother you at all.
Nah, just
That's cool.
to move on to the next one.
Yeah, because if you dwell on that one, it's just going to hold you back.
hmm
Every time I watch soccer, I see somebody rolling on the ground in pain, holding their shin. Is a lot of that acting, or is that all genuine?
Some of it's acting to make sure you get the call, but other times it's pretty painful when running full speed and getting hit.
Yeah, it seems like every game I'll see one person doing that, and sometimes I'm like, boy, they sure are trying to sell that to the ref. But
Yeah,
yeah, it can be pretty painful. Well, we wish you the best, man. As our scholar athlete, I congratulate you and hope you'll always consider us friends. And if you see us out, come say hi, man. Matter of fact, I'll be offended if you don't come say hi if you see us out, man.
of course.
You're always a friend of us and always a Bobcat. We look forward to seeing you play some more and covering some of y'all's games. It sounds like y'all are gelling at just the right time, and I look forward to talking about you during a broadcast sometime. And we
Thank you.
wish you the best studying abroad. We hope you really
hmm
enjoy it and get a lot out of it. And the sky's the limit, man. So congratulations, Jacob Little, goalkeeper for the Bobcats in his senior year, our Pixelcast Media Scholar Athlete of the Week. Look forward to seeing you on the field, no, on the pitch very soon, Jacob. Congratulations.
Thank you for having me.